Now let us consider the next example to draw DFA. So here we have to draw the DFA for strings ending with ABB. Now the substring is ABB. Now we have to draw for the strings ending with ABB. Now to draw this, first step is to calculate the number of states. So the formula is n plus 1, where this n is the length of substring given in the problem statement. So the length of this substring is 1, 2, 3. So we'll have 3 plus 1, that is equal to 4. So we require 4 number of states. Now the next step is to calculate or to find out the strings which are accepting the condition given in the problem statement. So we have to find out the strings which can be formed like the condition provided over here. So we can say that strings ending with ABB, we can say that the same string itself, we can have AABB, we can have BAA, BB, we can have BBA, ABB, we can have AA, B, B, A, B, B, or we can have A, B, B. So like this we can have the strings. So the strings which are ending with ABB, so we can say all of these strings are ending with ABB. So we can say that all of these strings are there in the language. So now we are ready with the number of states. We have the strings, so we can draw the DFA. Now number of states we have 4, so we're going to draw like this. Q0 is an initial state, then we have Q1, Q2 and Q3 will be our final state. Now the string which is given in the problem statement provides the transitions like this, from Q0 to Q1 for input A, Q1 to Q2 for B, and Q2 to Q3 for B again. Now check the strings which are given in the or which we listed. Now if you check the first one, A, B, B is acceptable because we are starting from initial state, we are reaching to the final state, and the string acceptable over it is ABB. So we can say that the first one is acceptable over it. Now if you check the second string, we have AABB. So ABB is there, but we require one more A. Now if you observe for Q0, we already have input for A, so we cannot have another input for A on state Q0, so we cannot provide it over here. So if you observe Q1, we have for B, not for A, so we can have a loop over here for A. So we can say that A, B, B is acceptable, so we can say that this is also acceptable. So we will go with this move. Now if you check the next one, we have B, A, B, B. So we have A, B, B. Now we want B on first state. So if you observe for Q0, we have input for A, not for B. So I can put a loop here for input B. So if you now if you check, we have B, A, B, B. So we can say this one is also acceptable. Now check for next one. We have B, A, B, B. B, B, A, B, B. So we can say this one is also acceptable. Now check for the next one, A, B, B, A, B, B. Now if we have again input A, if on the final state, if we have input A again, so if we have something like this, pass this to this state, because if there is input A on this state, we can have BB after that A. So pass this to this state. So we'll pass it to state Q1, because on Q3 if we have input A, it should end with BB. After A we want BB at the end, so we have to pass this A input from this state to Q1. So ultimately we'll get A, B, B, A, B, B at last. So if you observe the string which we have over here, we had A, that is A, B, B, next we have A, and last BB. So we are getting this string, so we can say that this is also acceptable. Now check for the last one, triple A, BB. So A, B, B. So we can say that this one is also acceptable. Now we have done with, or you can say the strings which we listed all are acceptable over drawn DFA. Now we have done with that. The last step is to check each state whether it is having input for all of the symbols or not. Now check for state Q0, it is having for A, having for B. Check Q1, it is having input for B, having for A. Check state Q2, it is having input for B, not for A. If suppose on Q2, if we have input A again, so I will pass this input to this state. So what will happen with this? If we found or if we get input A over this state, it should end in BB at last. So we'll pass it over here to this state, just like this. Now we've done with this state, so it is having input for B, having for A. Now if you check Q3, it is having for A but not for B. So whatever is left, we have to pass it to the initial state. So I'll pass this B to initial state. Now check what will be the acceptable over this transition. A, B, 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 that is A, B, B. Again we have this B, then ABB, then ABB. So we can say that ultimately it is ending with ABB. So this move is correct one. Thank you.